video, we're going to continue our exploration into radical functions. We're going to look at different examples within this one and other videos on how to solve radical functions. And in this one, we're particularly looking at how to solve a radical function by rewriting a formula. So we're beginning a formula and we're just going to rewrite it to try to basically get it in a structured way to solve for the question being asked. So here we have the suspension cables from the Golden Gate Bridge, and as you get further above the bridge's towers are further above the roadway near the towers and closer to the roadway near the middle of the bridge. So again, you have this whole up and then down is basically what they're saying. And then right here, as you get to the middle, we have basically a smaller cable than the ones at the end. Okay, so you can figure out your distance from the middle of the bridge, x, in feet, and the height of the suspension cable, y, in feet, at your position. And there's an equation that they give us to find this. About how far is the cable from the roadway when you are 200 feet from the middle of the bridge? All right, so we have x equals the square root of y minus 220 divided by 0.0, that's a point right there, 0.010583. All right, looking at this, we can now start to restructure it. Christopher. So we're going to first multiply each side by the denominator. So I'm going to multiply by 0.010583. Multiply this by 0.01583. I forgot a zero in there. That's such a long number. And so what we're going to get is 0.010583x equals the square root of y minus 220. Because again, we want to solve for y. We want to solve for our position. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to eliminate the square root. So basically the first step I isolated the square root. The second step I'm going to eliminate it. Looking at this, we get 0.000112x squared. And because this is an approximation, I'm going to say this is approximately y minus 220. This number is a lot longer, so y is approximately this, or x squared is approximately this. Okay, now again, I'm going to get y isolated. I'm going to get it alone, so I'm going to add 220 to both sides. Plus 220. And we end up getting 0.000112 x squared plus 220 is approximately y. Okay, they want to know about how far is the cable from the roadway when you are 200 feet. So now we have something to substitute into x. So I'm going to say x is equal to 200 feet. And I'm just going to substitute that in. 0.000112 times 200 plus 220. And we get y is approximately 224.48. So the equation, this equation right here, gives us a vertical distance between the deck and the suspension cables for different values of x, and this is how far away we are in feet when we are 200 feet from the middle of the bridge for x. So there we go. We just rewrote the equation to solve for y, and now we are done.